Good morning. Hope you're feeling well today. Nice and relaxed. Settled before we start. Have a big breath in and a deep sigh. Morning flow. Just make sure that you do everything in a smooth way. Get a sense of slowing down before you rush off into the day, into all your activities. Just loosen the shoulders, bring the shoulders up and down. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Don't push. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3 more. Last one. And release. Close your eyes. Have another sigh. Just check where your mind's at. Settle yourself. Stabilize. The main thing to remember here is we don't want to get really tired from this session. Definitely not in the morning. So if you are feeling that it's getting too much for you, just back off or stop or take a little break. You can always come back. Alright. Smoothly move to stand up. And go to the back of your mat, if you have a mat. This is a really nice practice. This is walking meditation. We want to start with an awareness of how quickly we're moving mentally, which will always be reflected in how we're moving physically. So just start walking along the mat, and when you get to the end, turn, go the other way. Now, straight away I want to see if you're rushing. You don't want to be rushing in the morning. Have a couple breaths. Change the directions of your turns, sometimes right, sometimes left, mix it up. Already being aware of flow, smoothness. Now start to loosen the fingers. Loosening the wrists, just rolling like you're conducting an orchestra. Keep breathing. It's not dreadfully slow yet. We're going to slow down more, don't worry. Now, bending the elbows, the fingers open and close as you come back. You can breathe out each time through the mouth or the nose. Then the arms straight up and down. Again, straight up and down. Again. Just feeling the muscles in the shoulders. One more time. Okay, and then get to one end and stop. Close your eyes. Have a deep breath. Be aware of your stance, your posture. Shoulders open, chest open, fingers hanging loosely. Be aware of your toes and your stance. Take the hips back slightly, your tailbone just goes back slightly, centering your balance over the feet. Feel everything settling back down to stillness. Okay, so now we're going to go again. Now we are more aware of slowness. Start to look down and only step just the length of one foot. Moving much more slowly than before. You want to feel if you've got this urge to rush forwards. That is anxiety. So we're just holding things back a bit now. After this session, if you go outside today, try to remember this awareness of slowness as opposed to that rushing feeling. Changing direction on your turn. When you get to the end, stop again. Close your eyes, become still, have a sigh. Be aware of your breathing rate, your resting rate. Relax into and around the breath. Okay, now we're going to do one more round very slowly in 6 parts. So what you do is, well, just put one foot in front of the other, that will help. So, you lift the heel up, the ball of the foot, lift the leg, extend, heel down, toe, 6 points. Heel up, ball of the foot, lift, extend, heel down, toe. Heel up, ball of the foot, lift, extend, heel down, toe. So there are 6 points of stop, of pause. Heel up, ball of the foot, lift, extend, heel down, toes. Now we're breathing in as we come up and breathing out slowly as we come down. Keep going. It's a little bit tricky at the ends. That's good, it's a balance challenge for you. So you do look down with this one, it's okay. But if you feel you've got it quite well, then just have your head at eye level, your eyes at eye level, and keep your eyes open and be aware of the space that you're moving through or moving within. So we want to improve our peripheral awareness as we move through time and space. And the key with that is your attention. Once we're lost in thought, with tunnel vision, our awareness becomes very poor. Awareness of what's happening around us. And that will be problematic. Still aware of flow, even though we have these 6 micro pauses. And your breath is flowing with the movement. Once you get back towards the middle, then come to a rest. Once you're settled, have your feet hip width but straight. Close your eyes. When you do become still, notice the stillness in contrast to the movement, the flow. Listen to the sounds around you. Have a deep breath. Okay, this next one, it's quite a fun one. It's still focus on flow. So it's called cute boxing. And you have one leg in front of the other, it doesn't really matter which one. And you sort of got a relaxed stance, so you're going to be easing forwards and back, so there's a shifting of weight onto the front, onto the back. It's mostly about the arms. So normally you have thumbs inside fists and you are striking with the knuckles, but you're not striking. We're not thinking this is a violent sport. It's just an action, an extension of a straight arm, and then coming back to the hip, rotating the wrists. So the palm up on the hip, palm down, arm straight forwards. The only variation we're making is to open the fingers forwards, close them back. So you can breathe through the mouth or through the nose, but make sure you're focusing on flowing. And this is not a forceful action, it's just a smooth movement between points. Cute boxing, you've got your head down. It's a bit funny, it looks a bit cute. You're fighting for love. And I actually bounce off the hip. Really try to make sure that you extend the fingertips fully. So don't be too fast. You may want to really slow down. Don't worry too much about the legs, what you're doing there. I'm just sort of leaning forwards and back. You can sort of bounce. Dun, 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 dun. Make sure your muscles in your hands and arms are very loose and light. There's no tightening. So it's out, 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 out. Okay, well done, relax. Come back to resting, get your balance nice and set, close your eyes. Have an excellent breath. You should feel your lungs are nice and open now. Notice the tingling in your fingers perhaps. Recover your breath with long exhalations. So what we're doing here is starting up, doing something, and then slowing back down to stillness, and then we kick up again, and then we drop back down again. It's a really important Raja Yoga quality, understanding the nature of energy, and this will be helpful for you during the day because you get caught up in events, dramas, activities. We all do, not just you. And what happens is we lose our presence of mind. But the idea of building up and then letting things settle and then feeling the impact of what has been done or what has just happened, this is an important meditation. Now, we're training this unconsciously. And so you will start having more presence of mind when you are involved in different activities, and you'll find that you notice fatigue more often and you need to slow down and perhaps stop. And if you notice this for yourself, then this is working, it's coming through. Alright, let's get into the hips. Make sure your feet are straight. Have the hands on the hips, lifting the right knee up and back. Just a nice smooth flow. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, down. We've got one speed. Drawing circles with the knee. Last one, and then reverse. We're just preparing the hips for the next motion. Last one, and then coming down, and sigh, stabilize. Hands on the hips, foot is straight, and then coming up and back. Focusing on smooth flow, one consistent speed. And then changing direction. And last one. Relax again. Every time we stop, we're checking how much energy we're using up. Are we wasting energy? Okay, the next one. Turn the feet out on a 45-degree angle and outside the hips slightly. Try to do this in a light way. We can do this in a very slow and heavy way, but that would fatigue. So let's just make it light and easy today, like we're jogging. You come down, hands closed, breathing in and breathing out. Come up and take the arms out. Coming down, fingers closed, fingers opening, and get into the shoulder blades there. Breathe in, breathe out. And look up each time. smooth flow. When you come down, keep your chest up. Very light in the elbows, wrists and fingers. Last one. Leave your feet there. Relax. Focus on your heart rate. Have your mouth open. Settling. Okay, we're going to do it again, but if you like, take your feet wider, which will make it stronger. Again, think of being light and relaxed, breathing in, down, breathing out, up, and look up each time. Fingers opening up, fingers closed into a fist down. Try to feel underneath your shoulder blades, right there. Three more. Last one. Step out. Relax. Focus on listening to what's happening around you. good sigh. Okay, this next one is a really good one. Take the feet wide. The feet are straight forwards. This is called the all-body strengthening kriya, or movement, action. So it's a flowing movement, really quite beautiful. And it's important to keep your knees straight the whole time. I'll show you the movement first, so just wait please. And then I'll also show you fairly quickly, but we want to do it much more slowly. So what you do is you have the arms up and they're just hands open and shoulder width, and then you turn to one side, so I will turn right, and then extending, lengthening your fingertips and wrists away from you, coming down, flowing across the bottom. Keep the legs straight, turn out to your side, and important here, extend away, away, chest up, away, and then when you're coming up, you're starting to turn back, falling back, hips forwards, head up, and then you're turning again and continuing. But see now, I want to slow down. So we don't want to be fast, we want to actually be as slow as possible. Maybe in the morning you might want to keep it a little bit light, not dreadfully slow, but definitely not fast. So when you're ready, start flowing. Make sure your arms are straight, fingertips extended. You're looking towards the hands the whole time. And you just have a resting breath with this. So just breathe however you like. Don't try and breathe to a pattern. Let your body regulate its own breathing. Keep turning to the side, chest up. The hands are always shoulder width. And make sure when you're up that the hips come forwards, head back. Settle into a nice flow. The all-body strengthening kriya. It's very important that you keep your eyes open with this one. There's something that you can learn about moving through time and space. Closing your eyes, you will miss it. Looking for one consistent speed, smooth flow. Next time you get to the top, change direction. Just be aware of getting too fast. Once you get lost in thought, you will speed up your movement. Two more rounds. Next time you get to the top, stop. And you just take the arms out down the sides. Releasing. Become still. Close your eyes. Feel the balance of each foot. Feel the stillness. Have a breath. It's really good for the heart, that practice. The blood pressure system. Okay. With an awareness of smooth flow, gently move to lie down and take rest. Once you're settled, have a deep breath and then completely relax and let go of control. Just rest. Have a deep sigh. And then slowly, with awareness, move to sit up. And come around onto your hands and knees. We're going to do a flowing sequence between two poses, the full moon and the mountain. So the mountain can be tiring and strong, so the key here today is to do it in a light, easy way and not holding the pose for long. It's more about the flow between 2 points. So all you do at each point in each pose is stop, have a sigh that says I'm relaxing into this pose, and then changing to the next one. So the full moon is down, head up, come up, go back into the mountain. Don't worry too much today about perfect technique. If you can, the heels are down, but don't worry. Knees down, ears back into the full moon. Head up, forwards, into the mountain. Keep the arms straight. Use your fingers. Knees down. Up again, mountain. So just keep going like that. Really listen to the quality of that sigh. It must describe accurately the feeling of restfulness. Don't move quickly. Nice long sighs. So the breath flow is a big part of this practice. To create a really nice rhythm with the breathing, a nice flow, breathe in as you move out of the pose. And then once you've set the pose, have a nice long sigh. Then breathe in as you move to the other pose. Once you've set it, have a nice long sigh. That's a really nice rhythm. last round. When you get to the full moon, just relax. Have a deep sigh. And then slowly lift the forehead and nose and chin up, chest. Keep the chest up, invert the spine. Check how you're feeling. Good work. Now feel comfortable to stay in this pose for a few more minutes too, but otherwise if you prefer you could sit cross-legged. I'll just turn to face you and maybe grab a blanket if you like, or a top. Once you're settled, close your eyes. Have a good breath. Be aware of good posture in a relaxed way. So our breathing will have settled now. Let's just have a look at the lovely flow of the resting breath. So maybe you could have the mouth open, but you could have it closed. Doesn't matter, whatever feels good. The resting breath is just a little bit in, a little bit out, a little bit in, a little bit out. We want to get a feeling for your body's natural rhythm. This rhythm which has changed mainly because you have become more relaxed. It should be more open, more spacious, a little bit slower than normal. Nice flow, comfortable feeling. Start saying in your mind, just so you are a little bit more connected to this practice, so that you don't drift off completely. In your mind, just say, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. You're just repeating it in your mind, matched to the breathing. This is not a full deep breath, it's just an easy resting breath. Relax the breathing. Relax your mind. Do you feel well rested? Try to be aware of not rushing afterwards. Don't race off. We've tried to create a presence of mind. See if you can retain that. Open your eyes. Have a deep sigh. Try to be aware of the flowing sequence of events of your day today. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed that session. Please click like each time if you do. Thank you. Take care. Enjoy yourself in this amazing life.